Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. I have a special guest tonight to talk about book writing, and she's a newly christened author of the book Cruising on Cotton Candy Cloud, Miss Lud Barrica. Thank you for joining us, Miss Lud.
Hello, Alan.
Yan.
Thank you, then. Thanks for having me.
Yan. So congratulations on your newly launched book.
Thank
And
you.
could you tell us something about yourself? Kasi yung book mo, it's very intriguing, no? I like the
Mhm.
cover, as I mentioned to you. Um, it,
Thank
Cruising on
you.
Cotton Candy Cloud. Could you tell us more about that? Why you chose that title and how it relates to your personal and professional life?
I'm a flight attendant and I have been with the industry for 9 years or
Mm-hmm.
3 months and 9 years.
Okay.
uh, ano ba? Before I worked with ABS-CBN and
Mm-hmm.
GMA as a production assistant
Mm-hmm.
and researcher. So,
Right.
yun,
Okay.
I took up broadcast communication in college in high hopes of becoming a news anchor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Obviously, it didn't happen. So, ayan, 9 years in the making na.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very glad to be in where I am now kasi hindi na lang ako cart pusher slash
Uh-huh.
trolley dolly.
Ganon.
So, author na.
Right, right.
Yan.
What made you decide
Okay.
to what made you want to write a book in the first place? Kasi you mentioned
Mm.
before we went on air that you had no experience in writing. Then yung profession mo, it's a flight attendant. So medyo something you wouldn't think of as a writer, di ba? Maybe
Mhm.
pero I'm sure being a flight attendant, there's a lot of intriguing stories kasi you travel around the world, di ba? So was
Mhm.
that the inspiration for your book?
Well, when I was young kasi,
Mm-hmm.
uh, our teacher asked us to write 101 wishes. So,
Okay.
yun. Doon nag-start yun. And
Mm-hmm.
then I wrote, one of the dreams that I wrote was to become an author someday. So,
Mm-hmm.
kung tatanungin mo ako when I was young, kung bakit ko sinulat, I have no clue. No clue. Siguro because I have to fill 101 wishes. So at least write something out of the I don't know,
Right.
out of the blue. So yun, I got
Mm.
to write inspirational articles. Yun. So doon na nag-start and
This was mga how many years ago or
mm, 6 years ago.
6 years ago? Okay.
Uh, yan. So, yan. Just to do something worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
Ayun. Tapos, nagustuhan naman siya ng mga colleagues ko.
Uh-huh.
I got positive remarks. So
Mm-hmm.
sabi ko, baka naman Actually, one colleague of mine said, may gift daw ako with
Uh-huh.
words.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Hindi ko naman in-entertain masyado.
Mm-hmm.
Pero flattering.
Uh-huh.
Yun. Tapos, yun, I became a supervisor. Tapos, when was that? 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do briefings, pre-flight briefings. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought of doing doing it differently.
Right.
So nilagyan ko ng twist. So before during our introduction, mag-a-ask ako, I'll ask them along with your introduction, just mention anything nice that happened today, mga ganyan lang.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, tapos pag turn ko na mag-introduce ng sarili ko, magsasabi lang ako na count your blessings, mga ganyan lang, mga one-liner or
Okay.
something to explain, ganyan.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, because of that, a lot of people come up to me and say, "Ay, Lud, I like your briefing. Thank you for saying that. Actually, I was going through a rough time, pero because of what you said in the briefing, na parang natulungan ako." So, yun, sabi ko, if I can do that through just a line,
Right.
bakit hindi ko? Why not put it into writing?
Okay, that's a nice story. Okay.
Yun.
So you felt na the power of like communication through words, no? Kasi
Yes,
even
through
having
words.
just one line, it could affect someone somewhere na you'll never know. So
Yes.
what inspired you to kasi iba yung maraming taong gusto magsulat ng libro eh. Pero
Mhm.
may malaking barrier to actually publishing one. And you just
Mhm.
recently launched your book. So could you take us through yung journey mo? Like, when you felt that, how long afterwards did you decide na gusto mong magsulat ng libro?
Okay. That was last year.
Mhm.
No, kasi last year, I wanted to do something different.
Okay.
Sabi ko, parang routine na yung job ko. Sabi
Mhm.
ko, I have to quit kasi I
Mhm.
have to have a family.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm married for 2 years.
Mhm.
And buti na lang, hindi naman ako pinipilit ng asawa ko mag-quit. Kasi we don't have, ano yun? How do you call that? Maternity
Yeah.
leave.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
kaya
Mhm.
if you get pregnant, either you quit or pwede naman mag-apply for a ground job. Pero
Mhm.
ground job, hindi ko alam which
Mhm.
one. So,
Mhm.
sabi ko at least kung virtual assistant, I can work sa flat lang, kahit dito lang ako
Right.
sa Doha.
Right.
Or yun. Tapos, yun nga, it was not successful yet.
Mhm.
Tapos biglang nakita ko may another online course, and that was Sha Nacino's
Okay.
90-day book writing course. Actually downloaded her book.
Mhm.
I purchased her book online, yung how to, I forgot the title.
Mhm. It's okay.
How to write even if you're
Um,
not a
yeah,
writer,
parang
something like
ganun.
that.
Something like that.
Ayan,
Oo.
yun, I don't know. Kaya familiar na rin si Sha sa akin, and I bought her book, Money and Me.
Mhm.
So yun. So I don't know how exactly I stumbled upon her sales page.
Mhm.
Pero yun, siguro fate na lang.
Oo. I guess so, no? Mhm.
Yeah. So yun. Tapos nung nakita ko, very compelling yung line niya that says, "Write because you care and you have a message to share." Yun.
Maganda nga.
So,
Right.
yun. So, I do care. But
Right.
message to share, I don't know.
Mhm. Okay.
Yun. So, sabi ko, I care about, changing the world. I care
Mhm.
about influencing someone in a positive way. But, which message should I convey? So, hindi ko pa alam. Hindi ko pa alam.
Right.
But then, sabi ko, try ko. Why not?
Mhm.
Diba?
Right.
Try ko. Yeah.
So, it's
And,
kind of a parang two-pronged yung reason eh, no? It's like
mhm.
one is practicality kasi basically personally no, parang we're on the same stage kasi mga 2 years plus din ako married, then we're on the way of having children. So I could understand really your situation as well kasi
Mhm.
I can see na you're also finding ways na syempre to find another source of income, I guess, when the time
Yes.
comes, diba? Like you were thinking about being a virtual assistant, now you're exploring book writing. So one is the practical side, then the other one is yun nga, you already felt the power of
Mhm.
words eh, the written word. So it's a good combination and it seems that pumasok siya at the right time in your life. That's why I think maganda yung motivation mo for writing. So, moving forward. So, you enrolled with Sha Nacino's course naman for the book writing challenge. So, how was the experience naman? Kasi I'm sure you're very busy as a flight attendant going all over the world. How was the experience from starting out wala ka pang ang book idea, you're still confused kung ano susulat mo, to finally getting published? Could you give us a peek into how the experience is?
Okay. That was January, if I'm not mistaken,
This year,
when
no?
I enrolled.
This year.
Yes.
Okay.
Tapos, how did it start? She sent an introductory module.
Mhm.
Tapos every week, may sinasend siya na module
Mhm.
sa amin. So, step-by-step guide to writing. So, I find it very helpful kasi, and not bombarding. Kasi
Okay.
minsan, di ba, overwhelm ka, okay, book, di ba? So, siya,
That's right.
parang start from a single word, and then the
Right.
word becomes a line. Yung ganon. Ganon
Aha.
yung kay siya. Very practical, very, I don't know, down to earth ba yung tamang description. So, yun. So, parang the way she did it, kayang-kaya mong gumawa. Yun.
Right.
And she has defined the purpose of writing a book. Yun nga. So, dahil dun sa line niya that you have a, ano yun, because you care and you have a message to share. Dahil doon, nagkaroon ng lalong lumakas or lalong maging potent or powerful yung uh, yung desire
Right.
ko to write. Yun. So, yun. One day at a time. Yes, I was very busy. Kasi our schedule is, syempre, very crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. So, yan. Kasi, like, in a week, I can fly every day. Minsan, 2 weeks pa. Yun. So, and pagdadating ka ng destination, syempre, we only have 24 hours. So, pagdating, magpapahinga, tapos by the time you're rested, you have to fly back to Doha or fly wherever.
Right.
So, yun, I had to make time. And as she mentioned, a lot, 1 to 2 hours a day for writing. And I was able to, kahit na, kahit hectic, where, what did I do? I wrote on buses, I wrote on trains, kahit saan, every chance I got, yun. So, I wrote, I remember I was having my hair rebonded. Yun, I wrote 1 chapter.
Wow. When you say you write, kasi ngayon medyo mobile lifestyle tayo, then do you use pen or paper or do you type that on your mobile phone? You carry notebook?
Actually both. I have a
Both.
notebook, yeah.
Okay.
Yung idea bank, yeah. I have it. And yun, nung latter part na, mabigat sa bag eh.
Right.
So, tinatype ko na lang sa phone ko.
Sa phone.
Sa notes lang.
Okay. Then, update mo na lang sa main file mo. Okay.
Yeah.
Then,
Pero, like, for instance, may idea, tatype ko sa phone, like,
Right.
5 sentences,
Right.
5 to 10 sentences. Tapos, i-expound ko na lang dun sa notebook ko. Notebook pa din.
Right.
Before I type it.
Right. Then, how did you finally come up with the idea for the book? I'm sure you had plenty of ideas. How did you narrow down to the one that you chose?
Okay. I wrote 10 topics.
Right.
10
Okay.
topics that I love or something I'm good at. Yun. I
Right.
think I'm good at. Yun. So, 10 topics, it boiled down to 2. One is, one was my life as a flight attendant, and the other is my life as an OFW in the Middle East. So,
Right.
yun, I chose the first one.
Right.
Ayan.
Okay. Then, how did you... Kasi syempre, we have chapters. We break the book down to smaller chunks. How did you decide what to include in your book?
Okay. Let me share with you some questions in mind when I chose the topic.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
Yeah.
May I read it?
Sure. Go ahead.
Ayun. So, yun nga, since I had a topic na, syempre, I wasn't sure pa din if it would be worthy of writing. So, one was, how can the love of people or caring be justified by a simple flight attendant story? Will it matter to someone? Will it really help, not just interest others? Or will it just be another story told by some random person to rant and expose the shallowness of all? So, yun, I was so fearful. Natakot ako na there was that fear of acceptance, fear of being judged by others. Kasi
Right.
I'm not a writer. Fear of competence. Yun. So, I had to conquer it. Yun. So, sabi ko, how will I make the book written in such a way na ma-conquer ko yun. So, I wrote down the goal.
Right.
The goal of my book, or I restructured my purpose of writing a book. And it's not just to tell a story or stories,
Right.
but to explain, motivate, inspire, and share the lessons I learned from experiences. So, when I got that goal, inisip ko, para kanino ba to? Yung market, sabi
Right.
ko, okay, it's for flight attendants, past, present, and future. It's for travelers or passengers, frequent flyers, or first-time travelers. Ayan.
Right.
So, nung sinulat ko, yung mga target market, yung goal ko, naisip ko, okay, so ano bang gustong malaman ng first time flight or
Right.
newbies? Ano bang gustong malaman ng passengers? Paano ko ba sila matutulungan through my stories?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I got to think of the topics or the subcategories of the stories that I wrote. So yun, may mind map ako.
Right.
I wrote down my thesis statement.
Mm-hmm.
Yun. Tapos, wala, nag-branch out lang ako. Yung mga funny stories, mga
Uh-huh.
experiences ko na encounter sa flight. So, yun, tiningnan ko yung mga experiences. Sabi ko, okay, is this relevant? Will it help someone?
Mm-hmm.
So, pag okay, sige, isang chapter. Ganyan. Ganyan
Right.
lang siya. And the way that I wrote everyday experience, actually,
Mm-hmm.
most of the stories that I wrote were experiences that happened in a span of those 90 days.
Oh, I
Yun,
see.
ganon.
That's
Mm-mm.
good. I think I'd like to emphasize now. You said a very good point about, because I myself I write on my blog, and I understand where you're coming from. That you change the lens, eh. Kasi sometimes when you think of book writing, we think of me, my experience, o what I want to write. Pero tama yung
Mm-hmm.
ginawa mo, eh. You thought of the target market. What would how would my experience relate to them, 'di ba? What's in it for them, 'di ba? Kasi kung if it's all
Mm-hmm.
about me, 'di ba, parang
Yeah.
unless super artista ka or politician ka or businessman ka, people would care, 'di ba? Pero
Yeah.
if it's us regular people, 'di ba? Tama yung mindset na think of what people would want to know and how your
Yeah.
story could relate. With that, along the way, so since it's your first time to write a book, were there times na nafi-feel mo na parang hindi sa akin to, baka it's getting too hard, it's
Mm-hmm.
taking too much of my time, or alam mo yun, maybe 90% of the way there ka na, or tas parang ang hirap tapusin. Were there any
Mm-hmm.
doubts in your mind while you were doing the book?
Yes, a lot. uh, while writing, siguro there were stories that I wrote na hanggang ngayon, I'm not very sure
Mm-hmm.
if it would be acceptable for some. Kasi like for instance, I wrote about Indians, so I'm not sure kung ma-offend sila or ano.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm thinking of showing it to an Indian and
Uh-huh.
asking him or her kung okay lang sa kanila. But
Okay.
anyway, ano ba? I think lumayo ako.
Yung doubts,
Teka,
doubts,
teka.
doubts about
Doubts. Yeah.
finishing it.
No, so while writing, I finished it in 3 months talaga.
Right.
Exactly 3 months. So there were still pending stories. Sabi ko, ay baka worthy of writing. Sabi ko, sige, tsaka na muna, send ko muna sa editor
Uh-huh.
para matapos. So yun, actually, nagkaroon ako ng problem sa time management kasi I didn't know na mm, halfway through pa lang pala ako when I finished writing. So,
What do you mean you were halfway through after writing?
yun. Kasi I thought before, pagkatapos mo magsulat, okay na yun. So,
Okay.
you'll just allot maybe a week or two
Uh-huh.
maximum. Okay na yun, mapiprint na yung book. Hindi pala. So, you have to
Okay.
give ample time pala for people, for your team
Mm-hmm.
para matapos yung editing,
Mm-hmm.
layout,
Mm-hmm.
proofreading. Ang
Mm-hmm.
dami pa palang dapat i-consider. So, hindi ko naisip yon or hindi ko naisip na it'll take time.
Right.
Kaya na-press ako towards the end. Kaya nung medyo huli, 'di ba kasi I told you earlier, I requested for leave
Mm-hmm.
just for the launch. Sabi ko, paano kung hindi maka-deliver yung
Uh-huh.
yung mga hindi ma-print or
Uh-huh.
yun.
Right.
So, sabi ko, sayang naman yung leave ko.
Oo.
Yun, so talagang stress na stress ako. Tas nandito ako sa Doha,
Mm-hmm.
nung time na yon na na gusto ko na siyang ma-print.
Mhm. Right.
na hindi ko pa ma-receive yung mga illustrations, hindi ko pa pa-layout ng maayos.
Mhm.
Yun yung time na parang I want to give up. I had to call my mom kasi
Aha.
she's my strength.
Aha.
Sabi ko, "Ma, ano ba 'to? Hindi na ako parang hindi ko matatapos,
Mhm.
I won't make it on time." Sabi niya, "Ano ba yan kasing pinasok mo?"
Supportive, ah.
Very supportive, o 'di ba? That's where I got my strength.
Yes, oo.
So dahil
Okay.
doon sabi ko, ay gusto ko kaya yung pinasok ko. So I had to justify.
Right,
Sabi
right.
ko, sige, kaya ko to, kaya ko to.
Mhm.
At saka I believe na meant para maka-attend ako ng launch at
Mhm.
makapag-launch ako ng sarili kong libro. So ayun,
Right.
thank God natapos.
So, it's a
Yeah.
nice thing that you brought this up, no? Kasi after writing the book, there's a whole another side na we don't really think about. Like layouting, editing, printing. How did you learn about these stuff?
Okay, meron naman, nasa part naman ng module,
Mhm.
what to do next. Pero
Right.
there was no time frame. So there was
Okay.
no specific, 'di ba? So sabi niya, okay, get an editor. Actually, there are two ways. It's either you edit it yourself, you ask your friends to edit for you, or you hire an editor. Sabi
Mhm.
ko, okay, I'll just hire an editor. I edited it myself. So
Mhm.
feeling ko, perfect na.
Aha.
But then, sabi ko, first book, kailangan ko ng editor. So,
Aha.
yun. So, I got an editor. So, from the editor, by the way, was endorsed by Sha. So, that's
Okay.
how I met her. And she's in Australia pa.
Okay.
Very long
Oo
distance.
nga eh.
So, anyway, sabi ko dun sa editor, okay, ang launch is June 6, kaya ba? Sabi niya, okay. So, na-stress siya sa akin. Mas na-stress siya actually sa akin. So, she gave me contacts, layout artist came
Aha.
from her, and yung proofreader.
Mm.
Actually, proofreader, isip ko, nung nakita ko yung edited copy, sabi ko, ba't kailangan pa ng proofreader?
Aha. Right.
So, syempre kasi parang iisipin mo yung cost din, di ba?
Yeah.
Tsaka yung time na i-allot mo. Yung proofreading, sabi ko, one day, pwede na ba yun? Parang ang mahal naman ng charge para sa one day na work, ganyan. Pero hindi
Aha.
pala one day. So, yun. So, that's how I got to learn kasi sinabi naman niya na, yan, these are the people that you have to hire, or the team that you have to work with.
Now, so now that you have your book published, how would you describe the feeling mo nung nakita mo na yung book mo?
It felt unreal when I saw it the first time. Actually, I saw the book nung launch date na.
Okay.
Yun.
So, launching
Doon
din yun
lang
for
siya
you.
na-print. Yes.
Sabay-sabay kayo ng lahat ng attendees.
Sumali yung book ko.
Oo.
Ayun. So, I don't know. Nung nakita ko yung name ko, sabi ko parang malaki-laki ata yung name ko dyan. Nakakahiya. Ayun, very happy. It's a dream come true,
Right.
and more than a dream, it's a newly discovered passion. So it really matters a lot to me to have my first yan. Yeah.
Yun.
Ayun. So yun, very happy, very blessed, and yun, at least I have the opportunity to bless other people through it.
Right. And I think your husband also went with you sa
Yes,
launching, no?
he was there.
I saw him proudly posting your sa Facebook yung photos na
Yeah.
nagsasign ka, no? Yun. So I guess that's also rewarding kasi it's a shared experience with you and your husband. And syempre, nandiyan na yung last name mo and last name niya printed on a book, di ba?
Yes.
So it's your legacy, di ba? Then afterwards, so what's your plan with your book with regard to distribute? Syempre, nasulat mo na, there's the message. How do you plan on sharing this message with people who you want to impact?
Now, through social media, Facebook, Instagram, yan pa lang ang comfortable medium ko. I'm actually working on my Facebook page and yung, what do you call that? Yung website ko.
Website. Right.
which I'm still nose bleeding from. So, so yun. Actually, I'm also reading on blogs
Mm-hmm.
about how to market your book.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan. So, inisip ko ulit, back to the target audience.
Right.
I wrote down my target audience.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, I'm thinking kung, ayun, kasi I
Mm-hmm.
read on the I read on one of the blogs yung planning process of marketing a book. So yun
Right.
nga, break your markets into groups, choose
Mm-hmm.
the group that you're going to be your best customers, yung target mo, tapos learn how, when, where, and why they buy books. And be there where they are. So
Right.
naisip ko forums about
Mm-hmm.
flying,
Right.
where passengers are, so mga
Mm-hmm.
airline websites, mga ganyan. So
Right.
still looking at the big picture. Hindi
Mm-hmm.
pa talaga concrete steps on how to
Right.
do it.
You mentioned you have a website in under construction. You're planning to put up one. So,
Yeah, you
so
can visit it now,
yeah.
but there's nothing in it. Just my picture.
Okay. So, would you
It's
mind
Wings Right. Yeah,
Wings Right?
wingsright.com.
Okay,
Yeah,
Wings Right. Nice name. Nice name. So,
thanks.
so how about people abroad? Will they be able to buy your book? Kasi like now you're in Doha, then marami kang relatives sa Pinas, and probably syempre flight attendants all over the world yan. Is there a way
Mhm.
for them to purchase your book online?
Yes, yes. Actually, Alan, I just uploaded. I just
Uh-huh.
uploaded it on Amazon, so it'll be
Wow.
available in 12 hours time.
Mm-hmm.
So yun,
Cool.
you can have your own copy via Amazon.
Nice, nice. Congrats. At least
Yes.
broaden your reach, no? Kahit, actually,
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't print that much hard copy, at least madali
Mm-hmm.
ma-distribute. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Wow, congrats to that. And
Thank you.
and please do if you get a chance to read her book, please do leave a good review dun sa Amazon copy niya
Yes,
so that
please.
more people would be
Kahit
able to
labag
watch.
sa loob niyo po.
Yeah, I'm sure magugustuhan nila yan. So please give her good
Hopefully.
reviews to help to support her book as well.
And then for bad reviews naman, they're all welcome.
Uh-huh.
Pero discreetly, you can email me.
Right, right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I need to improve then. I need to
Mm.
develop my skills. So please, everything is invited.
Right, right. Good, good. Then so yun, you could visit her site, wingswrite, wingswrite.com.
Mhm.
Sha is launching her second batch on July 6, 2015 for the same course, the 90-day book writing challenge that you are part of. So, isa ka sa mga original students. Would you like to invite people to,
Pioneer.
yeah, pioneer. Mga haligi ng 90-day
Halige, I
book
like
writing challenge.
that.
So, would you like to invite people na baka has the same desire and motivation as you to, join the course and maybe share some things na parang may expectation nila maset. Ano ba meron sa course na to?
Mm. Okay, I highly encourage everyone to enroll in the 90-day book writing course because yun, I'm a living testament
Mm-hmm.
of someone who does not write at all, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe do, but and was able to publish her book. So yun, why the course? I know there are a lot of courses there around online and maybe live. Pero this one, I believe, is the best because it offers practical tools ba?
Mm-hmm.
Practical tools.
Right.
It offers a system which you can follow. And Sha Nacino, knowing Sha, she's very down to earth. She's
Mm-hmm.
very approachable, friendly. Uh, Anytime you have questions, you can easily reach her.
Mm-hmm.
So, ayun, kaya that's one element that made it very easy for me to write. It's because I was able to ask her anything and yun, and I always get a reply.
Great. So with that, I invite you to if you think this is a good fit for you, I know it's not for everyone, but if this is something that, if it's a dream of yours, maybe nasa bucket list mo yan, like Lud here, you try it out. I think she has a 30-day money-back guarantee anyway, so you'll never know until you try. So if you want to enroll, you could go to trulyrichclubblog.com/book. I thank you, Lud, and congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats
Thank
for
you,
your book.
Alan.
And I look forward to reading your stories, and kukulitin kita kung may makita akong intriguing ones.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Thank you very much, Lud.
Thank you. Thank you, Alan.
Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the interview. Now I'd like to invite you to an online seminar we did with Sha Nacino on how to write your book in 90 days, even if you're not a writer. You can watch the webinar here at trulyrichclubblog.com/Sha. And if you're interested to join Sha Nacino's 90-day book writing challenge, just go to trulyrichclubblog.com/book. And if you use that link to join her course, I'm going to give you my special bonus called the 3 Powerful Tools to double your writing output in half the time. Now if you have any questions, just feel free to email me at admin@trulyrichclubblog.com. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.